So after like high school and stuff, and you mentioned like getting into athletics and trying out for teams, what was a collegiate career?
Yeah. So when I got in my junior year in high school, I started getting a lot of offers.
Okay.
And I was just like, for me, it was really weird for me because it was like people thought a lot about my athletic ability more than I thought about it. And now I got coaches coming in from Ohio State, Michigan. Like I was one of the highest recruited kids coming out of Akron, Ohio, and probably since the year I was born, 1976. And the only schools I didn't get recruited by were like a couple Florida schools, like Florida State. I didn't get recruited by Alabama either, but I got recruited by everybody else.
Man.
And so I started seeing that. So now it changed my mindset because I was like, man, they really think I'm talented. And so I really started pouring into my craft. And I didn't even realize I was fast either. Like I ran, like in my junior year in high school, I ran a 4.49.
You saw you was fast that day. You saw that roundhouse kick?
Yeah, man. I saw that roundhouse kick, boy. My speed, pew, gone. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't really know how fast I was, but I really give it to my hood to making me the person I am today. You know,
That's what's up.
I give it to my hood because we used to have boxing matches. Like it was crazy. Like
So you learned, man.
I learned how to be tough in the hood, and that's why I get concerned with kids today because a lot of kids will spend their whole summer inside on an iPad or a video game, and then it's like they have no toughness. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing tough about them. You know what I mean? And that's what just kind of like it kind of gets to me a little bit because you need to be outside and having those experiences. Like we grew up with, like, you know, these experiences of falling off your bike, skinning your knee. You know what I'm saying?
They don't really experience or don't want to.
They don't want to. They have no desire to.
That leads to my next question. What inspired you to start Be a Better Me Foundation?
Because I had a mentor growing up. Somebody helped me. And that's the one that told me about, do you understand that you can actually get a scholarship and get your education paid for? That like, if you really just like pour your heart into your athletics and then also do your schoolwork as well. And I was just like, wow, I didn't know that. And then I'm seeing things on TV where these guys are coming out of high school and they're getting all of this money to pay for their education. And then what was really the most important thing to me was it was going to pull me out of Ohio. You know what I mean? Because I grew up an Ohio State fan. I'm still an Ohio State fan. But for me and the things that were going on, because my mom, it was about my sophomore year in high school, my mom moved us out of Joy Park and moved us up to the Goodyear Heights where it was a lot safer. People were getting shot in our yard, stabbed, knocking on our door, bleeding because they needed help because somebody just stabbed them.
Man.
We're out cleaning out the yard, the bushes, we're finding guns in our bushes. Like we lived in the hub of just chaos. So my mom ended up moving us out of there because she was just like, one, we were poor. We were about to lose the house anyways, but my mom was like, she was saving the money. So I got to get us something better in a better neighborhood where it's going to be safe, where y'all can actually sit out on the front porch and be okay. And so that's what she did and moved us that way. But in that time when I was going through there, I had somebody that really worked with me, talked to me, Mr. H, Mr. Hafford. He was great. He taught me a lot about just life and also doing things the right way. And so I'm very grateful for him. And that right there, when I see the kids that are going through all the traumas that they're going through, I'm like, man, they need a Mr. H. So now I channel into Mr. H, and I'm like, you know what? I got to do this.
I like that. So your foundation, it provides things like book bags, coats, and even Christmas toys. Can you talk about how those efforts impact kids and families in the city of Canton?
Oh, absolutely. So our biggest thing is we do mentoring, which we actually start back up here this September. And we got our young men, we wear shirts and ties because I try to get them out of a mindset of you're going to walk into a job interview. Because if you look at kids today, the things that they're not teaching a lot of these kids, if they go into a job interview, they're going to come in there in their trunk fits.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And
Slides.
And I want this job. And if I'm about to hire you, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to hire the kid that comes in here that looks like, hey, I want this because you dress for this moment.
Yep, dress for success,
right,
literally.
Dress for success, and that's what we do.